Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned into the NFL on EA Sports. We've got a good one on tap today, and there's going to be two quarterbacks ready to get it done on the gridiron. It's Keenum's Vikings going up against Cutler's Steelers.
Right at the convergence of the Three Rivers on Art Rooney Drive, we welcome you to Heinz Field in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Minnesota Vikings and the Pittsburgh Steelers. And on the return, here comes Adam Jones. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The former Indiana Hoosier here, Tevin Coleman. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Not a big run on the first play of the drive, but that doesn't necessarily mean it was a bad play. Sometimes you're just trying to settle in, get your guys a little bit of contact, and get things moving.
Hurry up, here we go.
On second down, here's Cutler. Full right side to Perriman, and it's caught. And he is knocked down from the side at the 32-yard line. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down. Third play here, this opening drive, as they're up against a 3rd and 5. They go play action now. Cutler. That is caught. It's Perriman. And a big collision there as he winds up flat on his back. Here's Coleman, and very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
And down he goes, taking it inside the 10 to the 7. An excellent pickup of 34 yards.
Absolutely zero surprise at that throw we just saw. I mean, Jay Cutler has a whip for an arm.
He's had it since he won a state title at Heritage Hills High School in southern Indiana.
Where in southern Indiana, though?
Well, he's born in Santa Claus. How about that?
That's pretty strong right there.
Nearby, and he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Tevin Coleman, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Steelers take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. And he'll put it through to make it 7-0 Steelers. Now McManus on to kick this one off. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go.
Here's Gurley. And this defense feeling the encouragement. They stop him at the line of scrimmage on the first play of the afternoon. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. To Gurley, now Keenum. And that's complete to Marshall on the crossing route. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A very solid gain of 27. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. On first down, it's Gurley. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
And they still need 8 yards for the first here on 2nd down. A shotgun snap for Keenum. And the hit jarred loose. It's incomplete.
Let's face it, you can run the route tree as many times as you want, get in sync, practice it, do all those things. But once you get to game speed, it doesn't always time up quite that well. That one goes incomplete.
They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on 3rd. Shotgun snap for Keenum. The grab made by Curse over the middle. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains. Back to the ground game here. Gurley. And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. He couldn't get the edge there. It wasn't sealed, so maybe not all on the guy running the football all the time on those tosses and the pitches that go to the outside.
No, not at all. I would agree with that totally, because sometimes the defensive guys, they win the edge battle. And when they do that, there's no place for the running back to go, and especially for offensive linemen trying to get out ahead. With their footwork and speed, it was negligible on that play. No gain at all for the offense.
Only a yard on the pickup there, so it leaves them needing a conversion here on 3rd and a tough 9. And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on 2nd down.
Here we go. Boom, landed. Watch it now, Barney.
Throwing is Keenum on 3rd down. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Used to have a coach just tell us all the time, those scouting reports aren't just to use up paper, guys. Well, nowadays, we're watching a computer screen, right? They scouted this team very well. Know that they like to use the running backs in the passing game. They covered that play successfully.
Meanwhile, checking in on what's going on in Baltimore. And it's the Browns out to the early advantage. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. So the long field goal misses, and now the reverse. You're in a tough spot defensively. They'll start the drive at the 43. They'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. Means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now.
On 2nd down, Cutler. That's caught at the 25. And he is down deep into Minnesota territory. A gain of 39 that time.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
Give him 7 on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Shift together here from the D-line. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Coleman. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Tevin Coleman with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Steelers find a way to stretch their lead. make it 14-0. Now McManus on to kick this one off. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Vikings offense works their way back onto the field. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline, they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
Well, I guess we just discovered that someone is certainly not going to sit back and just take it in this game, huh?
No, they were trying to get that touchdown back in one shot.
One shot, trying to help out his defense and let the other team know they were coming after him.
Here we go. 3-19.
Keenum will try again on second down. He's got his man. It's Curse. And now a fumble. The ball's out. And it looks like Steeler football. It is. Partner, on my spot sheets, I highlighted turnover margin because we remember they turned it over 4 times last week. So another one here in the first quarter. This isn't the way they want to go.
No, not even close. And it's not something they even imagine because the amount of time that we know that they spend in practice talking about what they need to get done, working on it, showing them how to take care of the football, and emphasizing what it means in terms of winning. They got to just be puzzled right now that they're not taking care of the ball better.
Oh, able to avoid him. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. A Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
So the run gets them the first, and now they operate with a fresh set of downs. Now a play fake here on first down. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10 to the 7. 23 yards on the play. First and goal. Defense with their backs against the wall. This is Coleman. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
Well, add that play to his resume reel because he went to the Pro Bowl last year. That's how you go to the Pro Bowl. You make plays like that, big-time penetration, and throw people for losses.
Here we go. 3-19. All right, now look at 56.
Now Cutler to throw on second down. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Rashad Perriman, his second touchdown on the season. And the Steelers are going to add on to their lead. And it is now 21-0. Now McManus on to kick this one off. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
First down and 10 now for the offensive group.
Here we go now.
They go play action here on first down. He's going to look deep down the field. He's got it at the 15. And he takes it down deep into Pittsburgh territory. It's a big one there for the Vikings. 45 yards.
Let's go.
From the red zone, it's Keenum. And this is complete. It's Marshall. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. This is Gurley. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Looks like the defense in press coverage here.
Let's go.
They'll try and pick up the first with Gurley. What a spin. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
So 3 drives now for this offense, and that field goal gives them their first 3 points.
Yeah, as an offensive coordinator, if you're averaging a point a drive, you're in the wrong line of work. But in his defense, this has been a stifling defense so far. So they've got to start finding a way to unlock them as this game goes on.
Room here to run. And a nifty return there as he's all the way up past the 40-yard line.
Any return that gets you to midfield is a great return. 1 first down, and you're almost in field goal position.
Starts with a handoff to Coleman. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Well, they certainly got dented with that first down run. So now they've got to be back on their heels a little bit as a defense.
Final 30 seconds of this first quarter, and it's been a quarter dominated by the guys with the football.
All right, here we go.
Out of the gun, it's Cutler. Looking for Perriman, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the free safety, Eric Berry. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time, and you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
And shutting him off, now open field. And a pretty little juke move there on a nice gain. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 2nd and very short.
Partner, I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Second quarter begins with the Vikings holding the football. And they'll come up looking to keep this drive moving. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Again they run with Gurley. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a first down.
Well, last year, I'm not sure we saw very many of those runs, did we, from the Vikings? I mean, they had the poorest rushing attack in the league.
Just 75 yards per game, but carries like the one we just saw, that'll help bolster that average.
Yeah, certainly, and they tried to beef up the offensive line in the offseason, brought in Latavius Murray, and then drafted Dalvin Cook out of Florida State. That was a really nice play, able to stack that one up. When they get back in the huddle, he's got to tell his guys up front, great job. They kept people off of him, allowed him to run free, and make the hit on the runner.
Filled the gap nicely, kept him to just a 1-yard gain. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. 15 yards there for number 15. From the red zone now, Keenum. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Let's go.
Here comes carry number 10 for Gurley. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. A 5-yard gain, and now they're set up 1st and goal. And a nice little broken tackle run there by Todd Gurley, the 10th pick in the 2015 draft.
And that's what you get with him, that full package of speed, power, able to catch the ball out of the backfield. Many people doubted him coming out because of the knee injury in college. They're seeing the full Todd Gurley now, and it hurts.
To throw, it's Keenum. That's caught at the 3. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Todd Gurley, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Vikings are able to cut into that deficit. Whoa! He just yanked that one well to the left and no good. Here's Prater now set to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And now out come the Steelers. They begin the drive with Coleman. Oh, he's got a little daylight. He's at the 50, 30, past the 20, and into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Tevin Coleman on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Steelers find a way to stretch their lead. And they're able to up the lead by 1 more. Now McManus on to kick this one off. This is taken at the 3. And he'll be taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. And the Vikings now heading onto the field. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Throwing on first down is Keenum. Going deep for Hopkins. So they took a shot on first down, but couldn't connect.
And attempted a deep ball there, and they didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. On 2nd and 10, Keenum. Complete outright to Kurz. And, oh, a big collision there. He's hit and knocked backward. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. The Vikings on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. They're up against a 3rd-and-1 situation. From the gun, here's Keenum. Trying to force it to Hopkins, and it's intercepted. It's Marshawn Lattimore, the rookie from Ohio State. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Coleman. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It's already 2nd and 12. The defense hoping to push them back more.
All right, here we go.
From the gun, it's Cutler. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? Now Cutler. And he will be hit with a lot of force and spun down. A 3-yard gain and enough for the 1st down. They will run again with Coleman. And he'll take this inside the 30 to about the 29, maybe the 28-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
Here's Cutler to throw. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
While we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore, I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion. And both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team. Sometimes the coverage is so good, no matter what you're doing on offense, you just can't shake anyone free. They try their best to find someone open, but they took away every passing alley, every angle, and shut the play down.
So it's a 7-play drive, but it stalls out in the end.
Let's credit the defensive front 7. They were a little leaky at the start of the drive, but they stiffened toward the end.
After splitting the uprights, McManus to kick it away. On the return now, it's Josh Huff. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. And now out comes Minnesota. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field, it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense, because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
2nd down following the incompletion. Working from the gun, Keenum. And the Steeler pressured too much here. He's going down. He didn't get rid of the football there, took the sack. Although that's easier said than done. He can't just chuck the thing sideways into the seats.
No, he really can't, because you're not afforded total protection as a quarterback. You have to get outside of the tackle boxes as defined by the NFL, meaning wherever your tackles operate normally, get outside of that. And The ball that you throw has to get back to at least the line of scrimmage. Otherwise, you face an intentional grounding call.
Third and long. It's Keenum. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. This will be fielded at the 17. Cooks flashing the footwork. Whoa! It still won't go down. It looked like he might beat that last man. He doesn't, though, but it goes as a 32-yard return. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. Meanwhile, a second quarter score from Carolina. And the Bills have taken the early lead. That one tight to this point, and you'd have to imagine it'll stay tight throughout. They'll start out on the ground with Coleman. And he'll get across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. Now it's 2nd and 7. Play action. It's Cutler. And Cooks hands it over the middle. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
All right, here we go.
Here's Coleman on the toss. And he'll keep it moving down to the 15-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Here we go now. Back to that Philly. Here we go.
Coleman now. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. It'll be a gain of 2 on the play, but they'll remain a few inches short here with 3rd down looming. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
2 minutes to go here in the first half. Back to Heinz Field after this. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. So they're looking at 3rd and a few inches.
Back to that Philly. Here we go. Check.
Now a handoff here to his running back. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. Another timeout called by the Vikings now. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. And McManus able to put it through. The second quarter score from KC. And that's now a 2-touchdown game as the Eagles have scored again. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. This fielded at the 2. And he will be marked down right there at the 20-yard line. The Vikings offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And that is incomplete. The Pro Bowler DeAndre Hopkins, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. 2nd down now after the incompletion.
Now let's go. 3-19.
And they'll bootleg it here with Keenum. And he finds a man on the crossing route. And he's brought down after a good gain. A good pickup there of 20 yards. They fake the give to Gurley. Now Keenum going deep for Hopkins. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. And on 2nd and 10 now.
All right, here we go.
Again, it's Keenum. Hopkins on the grab over the middle. And, oh, a good hit there and knocked down hard. 23 yards on the play.
Watch it now, Barney. All right, here we go. Blue 90.
Keenum on 1st down. And that's complete to the right side. It's Marshall. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. So they complete the pass, and now they face a 2nd down.
Here we go now. Blue 90. Blue 90. 58 Mike. 58 Mike.
Again, they'll throw with Keenum. And right side, Henry's got it. That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be 3rd down. Well, he caught it right at the line of scrimmage, and before he could even think about advancing it forward, he got hit.
Great tackling, because that's what you're taught. Don't give up yards after the catch, and most offenses make a living off of yards after catch. Those hidden yards that may not go into the score sheet, but they count big for moving the ball and stretching the field. Really nice open field tackle.
The Vikings on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. Throwing now is Keenum. The swing pass caught. And they do stop him, but he takes it all the way to the 2. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
All right, here we go. Blue 90.
They'll try and push it in with Gurley. And this will result in him losing yardage back to the 3. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, forget about finding a lane there. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Probably fortunate he was able to hold on to the football. I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss it? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
Third and goal, Gurley. Oh, and now he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Todd Gurley, as the first half is winding down, and the Vikings are able to close the gap just a bit. Well, this could be a big turnaround. They get the touchdown here in the final moments of the 2nd quarter, and remember, Charles, they're going to get the ball to start quarter number 3 as well.
So what you're saying is, if they take the ball down to start the 2nd half and score again, it could change the entire complexion of this game, couldn't it?
Absolutely. The Steelers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
Around the NFL, second quarter in Indianapolis. And the early lead there belonging to the Cardinals. And we'll keep you abreast of how that one shakes out. Out come the Vikings. They'll have it first on offense as we begin the third. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. See if they stay on the ground for second down. They'll stick to the ground game with Gurley. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. They'll run it now out of the gun. And an alley to run. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. It's another 10 yards on that one and another first down.
Really tough drive, but that run helped salvage something there, because now there's something positive that came out of it. They got to see good blocking, good push by the offensive line, wide receivers trying to get involved, a good run by the back. And now maybe it'll be a catalyst for them to look at going forward, watching it on tape. Maybe they can keep incorporating that type of a run into their offense.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs. First and 10. Here's Keenum. Over the middle, and it's caught. Brandon Marshall. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Second down, just 1 yard to go. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
So here we go, first and 10 now. The penalty, it's Gurley. And they'll get him down right around the 16. 2 yards on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
And here comes play number 6 on this drive.
Here we go. Blue, landed. Blue, Detroit.
Now Keenum throwing on second. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, they're slinging it. And then there's one you got to put a timer on, huh? I mean, that one came in hot.
That came in hot, but overthrown out of his reach and incomplete. The Vikings on third down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 8.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
A shotgun snap for Keenum. Gurley's got the first down and then some. That is caught inside the 5. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
There are a lot of tough routes to try and cover. When you see a runner come out of the backfield and run this angle route, looks like they're going to the flat, and then they put their foot in the ground and cut back sharply inside, not easily covered, and then when they catch it, good momentum built up by them as well.
And able to pick up the first. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
Every team we ever talk to that continues to run the ball in a game, even when they haven't had much success, all talks about attrition, don't they? If you keep running it, eventually good things are likely to happen. It's been a hard go in this game today, hasn't it?
Yeah, this defense, they met pretty much every challenge in front of them this afternoon.
They're still trying to run the ball, but they're not finding much space. Well, I don't even have to stretch for this one. This is 4-down territory. They've got to get it in with the deficit that they're facing.
Absolutely. It's not the fourth quarter, but still, I think you can't be thinking 3 here.
No, if you do that, you might as well go ahead and fold up on this one, but I don't think they're built like that.
Now Keenum on 3rd and goal. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings are able to cut into that deficit. And the 3rd time's a charm as he finally gets one of these to go. Here's Prater now set to kick it away. This is taken at the 3. Time for the Steelers offense now to get set for their first possession of half number 2. The 3rd quarter has not been kind to them. After they built that lead at intermission, they've seen that lead shrink.
And how much of that is simply execution? How much of that is maybe you lose your edge a little bit because you've got a lead? And you do have to credit the other team some because they've made some adjustments to start to slow them down. Can they find those counters now, those extra plays or plays they haven't run that'll be effective and get them back moving again?
They'll be looking for something here, anything to seize that momentum back. A big play there on the catch and run. 49 yards. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Four yards remaining now on 2nd down. From the shotgun, Cutler. Throw right side to Perriman, and it's caught. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. The passing game in rhythm right now for Pittsburgh. There's another 1st down. Throwing now, Cutler on 1st down. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Marquise Wilson, his 1st touchdown of the new season. And the Steelers are going to add on to their lead. This offense certainly looking a lot more comfortable here at home. They lost last week in the opener on the road, but there's something about that home opener makes you feel more settled. Yeah,
I wish we could quantify it, too, because you're playing the same game. The field's the same, size. We know all of that. But being at home, sometimes when you do things well, you get that extra push from your home fans, and it elevates your game.
And in the driver's seat right now. Now the Vikings offense gets set to take over here. They did what they had to do to start this 3rd quarter, went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that 1st touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
Keenum. The hook up on the right side to Hopkins. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's second down. Second down now after the pass completion.
Here we go now. 3-19. Watching that Barney.
Out of the gun, Keenum. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Marshall. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. Back to the workhorse today. It's Gurley. Oh, he breaks a tackle, and he's got an alley. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue. Now the offense lining up 1st and 10. Gurley again here on 1st down. And that play will go nowhere, losing yardage back near midfield at the 49.
Let's go. Green 39. Green 39.
Keenum to throw on 2nd down. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Let's give some credit to the defensive guys on that play. Able to bat that one away. Sure looked like they were trying to hit the corner route.
The Vikings on 3rd down. 5 out of 9 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13.
Here we go now.
From the gun, it's Keenum. He's got Curse. 18 yards there and a 1st down. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
And here comes play number 6 on this drive.
Here we go now. Blue 90.
On 1st down, Keenum. And he hits his target. This is Clay Harbor. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Clay Harbor, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Vikings are able to close the gap just a bit. And can you believe it? He misses another one, his 3rd so far. Here's Prater now set to kick it away. This is taken at his 4. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Now the Steelers offense gets ready to get back onto the field. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? I mean, they score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team. That their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
They'll toss it to Coleman. Oh, he's got some breathing room. Dancing away at the 35. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards.
Sometimes those lines that are drawn on a grease board or in a playbook, they come to life out on the field, don't they? And we just saw down that outside handoff to the right.
That right tackle, he gets excited for that call, doesn't he?
He does, because he just wants to dominate his guy and say, listen, I was the point of attack. I took care of business. That's why you're able to get downfield and add all those yards to your total.
Yeah, really nice gain there. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just second down. Second and 10 now. It's Cutler. Got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown. Brandon Cooks, his second touchdown on the season. And the Steelers find a way to stretch their lead. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a second one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And out now come the Vikings. On 1st and 10, Keenum throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. He was looking for Todd Gurley, and now it's second down.
After that throw, and it was definitely one that he would love to have back, I wonder what's going through his head. I wonder what kind of mind game he's playing with himself to get himself back on track. Because a lot of guys, that's what they do. They have little triggers that when the mechanics are off or if they make a bad throw, that they go to that place to get themselves back in sync.
Now it's Keenum here off the bootleg. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
Well, partner, I think the defensive fellas got the memo, and they decided to cover him on that play.
Yeah, he's already up over 100 yards in this game. They tried a deep shot, couldn't get it.
Yeah, when you've had that much success, finally someone said, let's try and put a stop to it and put people on him.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
Play action to Gurley. Now Keenum. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's fourth down. Here's Ryan Quigley now. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. It's taken to the 26. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Steelers will go on offense here. 1st and 10. Elsewhere, they have gone to the second half in Carolina. And it's the Bills that have added to their lead. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. A handoff as they run the counter play. And now running right through it. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
All right, here we go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And, oh, he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
Now a handoff here to his running back. Good footwork at the 30. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15, just shy of the 10. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards.
That looked like a 2-deep coverage, which we call cover 2. And what that really means is you have corners, what we call rolled up in about a 5-yard area on the outside receivers. Then your safeties are back closer to the hash marks near the middle of the field, somewhere around 10 to 12 yards back. So if you can break through the first level, you've got a chance to run before you encounter any type of resistance from the safeties.
We saw the example of it right there. Back now in Pittsburgh. It's Steeler football, and they have the lead as well as we begin quarter number 4. And he'll give it here to his running back. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. They'll need to get the play off quickly. Here's Cutler to throw. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Brandon Cooks, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Steelers are going to add on to their lead. Now McManus on to kick this one off. This fielded at the 2. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. Keenum now on 1st down. And he's going to be wrapped up and driven down. Cam Chancellor in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10. On 2nd down, here's Keenum. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Basically, you're not going to outwork 2 guys very often.
Double coverage. I thought he was going to go somewhere else for the football. I get it. That's a stud wide receiver. You want to try to get him the football.
Yeah, sometimes you rely on him a bit too much. You forget the other options that are out there.
The Vikings on 3rd down. They've converted 6 times and could use a 7th here. This will be 3rd and a mile. Now Keenum. Henry's got it out on the left side. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A really good pickup of 28 yards. On 1st down, it's Keenum. And he's going to find that man yet again, Brandon Marshall. And he takes it down deep into Pittsburgh territory. That goes for a gain of 31.
I'm sorry, but it's almost unfair. Brandon Marshall can make so many plays, but even when you think he's covered,
he's not.
No, he's really not. He uncovers and makes a play on you and picks up good yardage in doing so.
From the red zone now, Keenum. The grab made by Curse over the middle. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down. The one running back is Gurley, and he'll get it up the middle. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
That didn't just feel like good defense there. That felt like pride, didn't it? He's already gotten into the end zone twice, trying to get there for a third time. No one likes to have the hat trick against them.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Ball spotted at the 4. It's 2nd and goal. They run. It's Gurley. And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. Todd Gurley, his 3rd touchdown of the game and 4th on the year. And the Vikings are able to cut into that deficit. Here's Prater now set to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Pittsburgh's offense now heading back out onto the field. They are clicking on all cylinders. They seem to be just scoring at will right now, and that's why they've opened up this big lead.
Now, we always talk about getting into the zone, and all athletes are seeking that, aren't they? Where everything is working for them, every move they make works, it clicks, and they are on point right now.
Yeah, they are in that zone that you're talking about. And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. Time running out here on the play clock. And now here's a carry heading left. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd. The Steelers on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. Off the play fake. Here's Cutler. This is caught. It's Cooks. And that time he's smothered as he's wrestled down at the 44-yard line. The 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
But it was stopped on that play. But he's had plenty of carries all afternoon. Every now and then the defense is going to win one, but I don't think they'll shy away from handing it to him the rest of the game.
Now they try the right side here. Now a loose football. Coleman lost it. And the Vikings pick up the football. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. Didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
Following the fumble recovery, it's Keenum. Caught left side, Hopkins. And now before this 1st down play, we're going to get a timeout here. As they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. They go play action here on 1st down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. And before this 2nd down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the 4th. Play fake to Gurley. Now Keenum. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that one falls incomplete. A 50-50 ball. A little dangerous. Could have been picked. Now it's third down.
Definitely desperation time. This just looks like, hey, throw it down there. Hope that your guy can make a play.
You want him to make a play, but if not, maybe you get a pass interference call. And you know in the NFL, that's a spot foul. You get all that yardage. That would be a big play.
On third and long, it's Keenum. He's going to let it fly. And it'll be intercepted. It's Obi Melifonwu, the rookie out of UConn. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Pittsburgh, they make amends for their Week 1 loss by winning their home opener. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Chicago Bears. Meanwhile, for the Vikings, they'll drop to 0-2. And they'll look to get back on the beam next week as they host the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. The Steelers are winners as we say so long from Heinz Field.